The wind howled across the Ice Age plains like a hungry animal, dragging snow in endless sheets of white. For our ancestors, fire alone was never enough. Winters were merciless, and survival depended on one thing: what the human mind could invent, and the hands could build. The first shelters were rarely grand, they were hidden. Pits dug into earth, roofs of wood or mammoth bone lashed with sinew, covered in hides and snow. Caves sealed with stones and furs. Even snow itself was insulation. From the outside, many looked like nothing more than a drift, but inside they were warm lifeboats. Construction was precise: drainage trenches, sloped floors, cold sink tunnels at entrances, and vents adjusted with hides. Fire had to be balanced: too much smoke choked, too little heat meant frostbite. Wood was precious: bones and fat burned when it ran out. Inside, smoke clung to hides, floors were layered with moss, reeds, and ash. The smell of furs, sweat, marrow, and wood smoke wasn't suffocation. It was the scent of safety. But survival wasn't built from walls alone. It was built from people. Women scraped hides, rationed food, taught children. Men risked storms, predators, and exhaustion to haul fuel and meat. Elders carried memory: which valley held the best moss, which draft to seal. Teenagers fetched sticks, half grumbling, half learning. Children practiced with tiny tools, giggling at their mistakes. A shelter was a classroom, a workshop, a family woven tight. Autumn was the true start of winter. Herds were driven into traps, meat dried and cached in earth pits, fat stored in bladders, berries strung or mashed, fuel gathered obsessively. Hides scraped, grasses bundled. This was foresight made physical: planning months ahead, imagining January while standing in October's sun. Innovation never stopped. One winter's collapse taught stronger frames. One fire accident taught better ventilation. A new trick: ash under bedding, layered hides, angled roofs. Spread quickly across valleys. Shelters weren't just homes, they were nodes of knowledge, shared like a common language. Visitors carried obsidian, shells, or techniques. Hospitality wasn't charity, it was strategy, building alliances and ensuring aid. Inside, life followed a rhythm. Early winter brought relief: supplies full, fires strong. Midwinter was monotony: scraping hides, rationing meals, endless smoke. Late winter was desperation: marrow cracked from tiny bones, scraps boiled thin, rituals and songs intensified to keep despair at bay. And then, the thaw: families stepping out, leaving husks of bone and hide behind, carrying memory forward. Archaeology gives us the receipts: rings of mammoth bones, post holes, ash layers, storage pits, beads, flutes, figurines. Signs not of random huts but of architecture, ritual, and art. These smoky spaces weren't sterile, they were theaters of sensation. Fire crackling, hides rattling, children laughing, elders whispering, shadows dancing like spirits. Here, belief, culture, and imagination were forged. Cooperation outweighed conflict. Groups gathered at shared kill sites, clustered shelters, and exchanged designs. Violence left scars, yes, but generosity, trade, and alliance carried people farther. The truest hidden refuge wasn't bone, hide, or snow. It was each other. So when we picture Ice Age survival, don't imagine brute endurance in caves. Picture families pressed close in smoky huts. Children learning by firelight. Elders passing memory. Women keeping the fire alive. Men returning with frozen hands and wood on their backs. Picture humanity, link by fragile link, reforged every winter. These shelters weren't just roofs. They were the first true homes, classrooms, temples, laboratories of invention where our species learned not just to survive, but to be human. Sleep well and may your dreams be warm.